Now, an audience with the mod father. Now, Sir Bradley Wiggins has confirmed to this programme that he will not be defending his Tour de France title this year, focusing instead on another major cycling event, the Giro d'Italia. And he told our sports correspondent, Kemi Nzerim, that watching the Lance Armstrong confession with his 7-year-old son made him even more proud of his own achievements, because his own father was a drug street too.
Blighty in the rain, no, Mallorca. January home from home for Team Sky, preparing for the year ahead, riding through everything the elements can chuck down. But come summer, Sir Bradley Wiggins will not be defending his Tour de France title, focusing instead on the Italian equivalent, the Giro d'Italia.
I want to mix things up a bit, keep it fresh. The trouble after the Olympics was always going to, I felt like I was going to struggle to recapture that sort of desire and that fire that I had for so long trying to win the Tour. And then I won the Tour and it was like, well, what am I going to do now? The Giro has always been there for me, and it was always sort of the natural thing is, oh, we'll go back and try and win the Tour again. But I would love to win the Tour of it. I'm a massive fan of cycling, and the Tour of Italy for me is up there with the Tour de France. So it's something that, you know, the fan in me would love to win.
Winning is what Sir Bradley does best. One of the most prolific British Olympians ever. The first Brit to win the world's most famous bike race. And bikes, they're in Wiggins' blood. His, though, is an uneasy family history. Wiggins' father was also a professional cyclist, but one who doped, smuggling drugs in baby Bradley's nappies, supplying to other pros, earning the nickname of Doc.
The knowledge about your father, and I hope this isn't awkward, the nappy smuggling,
yeah.
How does that inform your own zero tolerance approach?
Well, that's my own experiences with, and that's what happened to my father. I mean, it's public knowledge what happened to my father as a result of the way he raced, the way he lived his life and everything. And that's, to me, has always been a lesson and a reason with my own children, and that as not a way to live my life, you know. And I think this whole thing now with Lance and that, and I was determined not to watch the interview, but I sat and watched it with my own 7-year-old son, who was then asking me questions of what are they talking about. So I actually then explained to him that he won the race, your father just won last year. And so from my own experiences, my own father and everything, it almost stood me in good stead as a way not to live your life, really.
Your children, they turn around and say, Dad, I want to be a cyclist. What would you say?
Prefer if you be a rugby league player, mate. But no, my son's already into cycling, loves cycling. He's got a bike, got him a track bike for Christmas, and he's going to want to take it up. And I would love him to take it up, you know, and follow in his dad's footsteps, you know.
You wouldn't worry?
No, his dad's won the Tour de France. His dad's one of the most successful Olympians in our country. His dad's got a knighthood. He's won this, that and the other. Won Sports Person out of the Year. His dad is something to look up to and aspire to be. And that makes me so proud that I've got no skeletons in the closet that I one day have to go and explain to my children.
Just make sure everyone addresses me as Sir Bradley this time.
I will, no problem. I'm all over that.
Sir Bradley Wiggins, Knight of the Realm, King of the Road, father and son.